Hey you guys, it's Sara B. I am so excited for episode 9 of Sara B Presents Live from the 518. We've got a great lineup. Vethaken came up to Cohoes from Brooklyn to interview with me. I interviewed Joe Schaefer, aka Stylo Design Studio. Great interview, amazing artist, and we get to take a tour of the Flower Garden Expo. Let's check it out. It's Sara B, and I am here with, part of Vethaken. This is Praveen Thompson. Hello. How are you?
I'm good.
Thanks for coming all the way up here on this cold, yucky day.
No worries.
Welcome to Cohoes.
Yeah.
So I was just telling him, I've been doing a deep, deep dive into your catalog, your social media, your reels. So you describe yourself as prog jazz fusion.
Yeah.
Which I just find fascinating. How long have you been playing, singing, interested?
I've been playing music, I would say, with people since I was like 13, maybe. It's been a long time. I started guitar when I was like 8, and I think I started getting very serious about it when I was like either 4, maybe 13. I don't know, somewhere around then. And I was like desperately trying to play in bands, and nobody wanted me.
Not cool.
It was really hard until like high school. I started gigging more and playing like a lot more. I think towards the end of high school, I started playing more jazz, which is interesting.
Very cool. Now, where did the jazz influence come from? Something you found on your own? Was it something your family introduced you to?
Well, it was like a weird thing where I was kind of getting exposed to it through my guitar teacher my favorite guitar teacher was a jazz guitarist, so I was always getting exposed to it that way without really realizing it. And then the movie Corpse Bride came out, and then there was like the big band scene, and I was like, that's cool.
Wow.
I don't know if
I
anyone
think I
watched
remember
Corpse
that.
Bride. Yeah. And then I met people, like I met one of my best friends he's on A Thoughtful Collapse, Paolo. I met him. He's 2 years older than me. He went to school for music. And I think my junior year he came back and showed me a bunch of really cool music that I really enjoyed, and like I got very hyper fixated, and pretty much I didn't necessarily like know anything about music school. I barely knew really anything about college. I was just like, well, I want to keep doing this thing and I want to get better at it. I guess I'll go to school for jazz.
Wow. With
like no real intention or understanding of what's the other side of that. Because I was just like, I'll probably be broke regardless of what I do. Because none of my interests are like aligned with like anything that makes any money, and I am a C student. So I was just
when I was going through your catalog, I guess, your first EP, Identity.
Yeah.
It's under your name, but it's also under Vethaken. And then it started to evolve to Vethaken.
Yeah.
I'm just very curious about the origin of that.
Sure. So in school, I was seeing more and more of how like jazz musicians brand themselves and that whole thing. And I truly grew up more of like a metal, like post-hardcore emo kid. Like I went to Warped Tour. That's really where my heart was with music. And then I just like shifted to jazz.
Okay.
So I was trying, and in music school that kind of reinforces that, like, these artists, they play music under their name and they call it quartet. Your band is kind of more like contractors and side musicians.
Sure. Okay.
And it's like a whole different thing, and the world around that, I was trying to figure out, like, now that I'm about to leave school, like, I should figure out a career, and everyone has an EP, so I should probably have an EP. And at least Identity, and then I don't think I released anything until 2020. That was in that 6 years. I was just freelancing mainly as a guitar player. So I played on tons of albums, but yeah, none of them were my music.
Okay.
Thoughtful Claps came out under Praveen Thompson.
Okay.
And I rebranded it as Vethaken. Vethaken was kind of the start of like, oh, this is more so what I want to do. This is how I want this to sound. Yeah.
And then as you got into Thoughtful Collapse, then it became Vethaken, which means wise eyes.
Yeah, yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
What is that from?
That's my great-great-great-grandfather's name.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a Thummel name. So it's like South Indian. Did a deep dive with my dad not too long ago, kind of. He's very, like, my mom's an open book with her family tree. My dad is not. He's very guarded. There's a lot of weird and scary things kind of in his world that, like, I understand why he wants to guard us from them. Okay. But, like, once every 7 years, maybe, for some reason, he's, like, down to talk about it. And there's just a lot of stuff he talked about that converted to Christianity, or, like, the son of him. But pretty much, like, they have a lineage of, there's a lineage of Hindu priests who are being, like, oppressed by, like, a higher caste, and kind of, like, started a whole kind of rebellion. Difficult relationship with him and his side of his family. So it's, like, kind of like this note to myself of, like, there are these things that I can find beauty in, even in something that's very difficult.
I read that. You talked about, loneliness, finding the beauty. Yeah, I was quite taken by that.
Cool. I'm glad I wrote that. I did not know if I wrote that.
You did.
You really know me more than me at this
point.
No,
I'm very curious and also a little nosy. A little bit of both.
Fair.
But you brought up singing. I noticed there were no vocals, and then vocals were introduced, and in one of your social media reels you went, I'm singing, and then you made like a ha face or something like that.
I don't remember that.
Like it was almost like a tell, like I'm singing now, and you were like thinking about it.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that, if you don't mind.
I loved singing growing up, and I always imagined myself being like a lead singer because I really sucked at guitar growing up. And then I like, it's funny because like the first band I was in was with my friend Kevin, who he was such an immediate off the bat, like such a talented guitarist and keyboardist. He grew up in a more musical family than mine. His father was like in a touring band before he passed. And I just got into singing because I really loved Linkin Park. And I was just like, I can do that thing and you play the guitar thing because I suck at the guitar thing. And then eventually Kevin was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I just want to play video games. I was like, that's fair. But I still want to do this, so I have to get good at guitar. I've never thought about it. Sorry, Kevin. I've never thought about this for like 20 years. But I love singing. I took vocal lessons a little bit. But I was like trying so hard to learn how to do metal screaming.
Cool.
And I like really fucked up my voice. Can I say that? Can I not say that?
It's okay.
You're good. Fucked up my voice.
Oh dear. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. You messed up chords or
a little bit. Really, it was fine. It was just like I really needed to stop doing. And my mom was like, "I'm down to take you to vocal lessons, but I hate whatever that is."
That's funny.
Yeah, like,
let's get you some instruction.
Yeah, but like only if you sing good. Like, and I was just like, but I want to scream. She's like, no. It was like then I like started to get really obsessed with guitar. I think like my either middle school or my freshman year of high school, and I just stopped singing. I did as soon as I got to college. I think like what killed it for me a little bit in college was because the options where I could sing opera or I can be in a jazz choir, and I thought both were kind of lame.
Understood.
Sorry to someone. I'm sure someone.
That's okay. Don't at us with hate. So what was the inspiration for you to begin singing again? Was there something that made you go, I want to get back into singing?
Oh, man. Oh, I got really heartbroken, and then me and Laura started singing together a lot.
Okay.
Because I, like, at that point, was a weird point. I wasn't really playing music a lot, so I was very depressed about that, and I was really heart sad. Writing poetry again. Like, I used to write a ton of poetry when I was a kid, and then I stopped for years. And then that was really the thing. I was like sad, so I write poetry because I'm sad.
Sure.
And then that turned into like, well, I kind of have this song. I like the first song I wrote within this decade was "I Am a Ghost."
Okay.
Yeah, I wrote that coming home at like that was a poem I wrote super late at night. And then I turned that into a song. I could not sing it for the life of me. So there's actually on our EP Heartbreaker, that recording session, I recorded a version of "I Am a Ghost" featuring my friend Taylor Bradshaw. He's singing on it. Okay. And it came out great, but it was the way he's singing is so different. Really starting to think about singing it, but I was just like, I don't know where to start. Like, okay. And my friend Joseph from the band Pet Deity, really sweet guy. I was like working with him on something, and I was just mentioning to him, and he lives out in Texas. Okay. We were like on a Zoom meeting, and I was like mentioning to him, I was like, yeah, I want to start taking singing lessons or do something. I don't know where to start, but I'm broke, because I was broke. And he was just like, I'll give you a vocal lesson right now. He's a great singer. Oh, wow, that's cool. Yeah, and I was like, oh, man, that would be fun. He was like, no, right now. We're doing it right now. Right there. Okay. No pressure. And it was a lot of pressure. But it was great. And then I started studying with him, like, pretty much just taking lessons with him for like a year. And then we recorded I'm Allowed to Beautiful. Talk a little bit about social media and the perils of social media platforms. And yet you seem so comfortable, like, talking to people. Like, there's one that popped up on my Facebook feed, and it was like you were speaking to the neurodivergent. Oh, yeah. And all of that. And what are your thoughts on that? Do you find it more benefit than, things that aren't so great? Screaming metal death trap? That's a hard one, and I think it's person to person. I think my take is that it's a tool, and like anything else, in the hands of the wicked. Right. I think if, at this point, if you're, like, it's scary how much truth gets skewed, and how much reality gets skewed, like, and I don't know what the answer to that is at all. It is also at the same time true that there's tons of communities that like found each other that wouldn't have. Yeah. Like I think it's social media has been very helpful for the queer and trans community, and like I know for me, being in the queer community and also like I don't know, being Indian, finding other like first-gen American Indians who are just like also weird and aren't engineers. Like, I've only found them on the internet. Okay. There you go. So that's been nice. So I think, like, there's, like, all of these, like, I'm saying, like, so much. There's all these smaller communities that it has created a pathway for people to find each other. And that it's always, as soon as the internet began, there have always been these sub-communities that figure it out. Mm-hmm. So social media, I think, is the newest and cleanest iteration of that. Okay. People are people. And right. None of us are very clean and figured out. We're kind of true. Just... I think sorry to dig so deep on this. No, but that was well said. I think that's to me, that's the scariest thing, or it can be a scary thing with social media, is that it makes everyone feel like they have to be the most well-behaved at all times, because it's the scary thing of social media, and you can quote me on this, is that it can feel like surveillance to a degree, and when it exists, when it feels like that, it kind of cuts away at what it means to be human in a really weird way, because we're all scared of getting in trouble. That's well said. Yeah, and that's weird. What is your vision for all things Vethaken moving forward? What are some more projects you guys would like to be involved with? What do you see coming down the pike? Oh, man. I want to tour, definitely. Cool. Consistently. That'd be cool. We definitely I have at least an album and a half worth of music to record, so that's like the big thing to do. I feel like this year is like, I want to get that in the can, as well as hopefully a tour in November. I'm starting to talk to folks about that. But the big thing I want to do is start to really connect with more bands and really connect with more scenes and just start getting out there and meeting people. We've been primarily online for so long, which has been great and has been very sustained. I figured out a way to keep it sustainable, which has been terrific, but I got into this to play music in front of people and like be in the audience, and playing in Troy a few weeks ago it reminded me of how amazing that feeling is.
I wanted to ask you about that. I saw you were like, Troy, you know how to party, and I'm like,
they do.
Yeah,
know how
we
to
kind of
party.
do. We do. I felt so bad. We had the RadioRadioX Listen Up Awards.
Oh.
And it was like, when we have that, nothing else is going on.
Right.
It's just everything for weeks leading up and then breakdown afterwards. And I was like, the one weekend they're coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Man. Mm-hmm. I was so bummed I missed you guys. But it sounds like you had a great show.
Yeah.
No Fun is wonderful.
Yeah.
No Fun is a lot of fun.
No Fun is so much fun.
Yeah.
Oh, the fun. No fun. Yeah, no, we had a great time and a lot of people came out. I can't remember the final ticket count, but it was a little over 100.
That's excellent. Tell everybody where they can find your music.
Oh, Vethaken.com. Got a lot of stuff there. It's
Go check
also
them
cute. I built that website.
You
Go
did.
there.
It's a great website.
It's a good website.
And
it's a little slow sometimes, but I fixed that yesterday, I think. Or I broke it. I'm not really sure.
I was on it today. You didn't break it.
Awesome.
It's not broken.
Stop asking me about Bandcamp. Go to my freaking website, dude. Of course we have a Bandcamp, but like, I built that site. Go to it.
Go to the site. I'm going to make sure it's all
Thank
over.
you. I asked like 3 times
video.
today. It's like, how do I support you? Where's your Bandcamp? I'm like, I have a store. I built a store. Go to the store.
Why won't you go to the store, you guys? Come on.
Come on. All right. Well,
That's awesome.
PSA out there.
You got it out there. I'll make sure to reiterate it.
Thank you.
Awesome. And Instagram, Facebook, Vethaken as well.
Yeah, it's all Vethaken or Vethaken Music because there's somebody who uses it as their actual name, which is rude.
Rude.
So I had to put Vethaken Music on something. I can't remember. I think it was Instagram. I think there's someone out there whose name is Vethaken, and they're probably getting a lot of random DMs to them. Sorry about that.
I feel like they should come to your show.
They should. Yeah.
They should.
Yeah,
I
that'd
mean,
be great.
why wouldn't you? It's your name.
I think they're in the Middle East somewhere. Like,
There might be some challenges to
yeah.
Check
They're
it out.
like just Tell them to change their Instagram, man.
Yeah, could you change your name, please?
Thank you. Yeah.
Awesome. Would you guys like to play some music?
Yeah.
That would be awesome. All right, so we have Laura joining. The stool is all ready for you.
One, two, three, four. I know why you can't just say it. I know why you can't just love me. I'm living off of borrowed time that I can't just get back. I'm living off of borrowed time that I can't just get back. I know why I can't just say it. I know why you can't just love me. I'm living in a fairy tale that I can't just get out. I'm living in a fairy tale that I can't just get out. Just be real. 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 Da 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 da. I know I love you and I know that this is changing. I can't feel. I know I love you and I know that this is changing. What do I know about this and that? I know that you care. I know that you care. I know I love you and I know that this is changing. I know I love you and I know that this is changing. I can tell. What do I know about this and that? I know.
Wonderful.
Did you want us to do like multiple takes of stuff or just...
We can just do one shot for each, unless you feel like you wanted to redo something.
Yeah. This next one's I'm a Ghost.
Oh, nice.
I am a ghost. One more time.
Okay.
I am a ghost. What am I longing for? I am a ghost. What am I fighting for?
I catch my breath and we run out of time.
I am a ghost. Why would I need to care?
I catch my breath and this world crumbles down. What am I doing here? Any day now I'll slip away.
I am a ghost. What am I longing for? I am a ghost. What am I fighting for?
I catch my breath and we run out of time.
I am a ghost. Why would I need to care?
I catch my breath and this world crumbles down. What am I doing here?
pencil. Warning, warning, never try to see me through. I am without motion and purpose and sun-drenched skin to undress is to admit there is no stopping the flood that is.
There is no stopping the flood that is. There is no stopping the flood that is. There is no stopping the flood that is. There is no.
We are as one, desire, heart, and dream. I see you as your language instructed me. I am not a ghost, but an endless well for you. A longing that's not ceased. I am the slave to causality.
There is no stopping the flood that is. There is no stopping the flood that is. There is no.
There is no stopping the flood that is. There is no stopping the flood that is. There is no stopping the flood that is. There is no beyond this false perception, the smell of fear. I am here with a faint hello, made from love to love, to you, for you always. Whoa, da 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 da. Whoa, da 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 da. Whoa, da 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 da. Whoa, da da da. Rise, 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 rise.
I became familiar with Joe Schaefer's work at his gallery showing, Pop Vulture, which was earlier this year at Two Selves Gallery on 4th Street in Troy. I knew I had to have him on my show immediately.
I love to collect weird things too.
Absolutely.
So
There's a lot of cool things to look at. You got more cameras here.
yeah. So when I was a kid,
These are fabulous.
I would make 8mm stop motion videos with clay, like worms and stuff crawling around.
Really?
And stuff. So more recently, people have been giving these away, so I just collect them. Whether they work or not, I have no idea. Whoop. Whether they work or not, I just don't know. This one I doubt.
You insist.
Now, the old movie projector plays a Frankenstein video if it had batteries.
Really?
Which it doesn't have batteries right now, I'm sure.
What kind of batteries does that take?
Who knows? I mean, can I even reach it? Let's see. So how do we turn this on again?
Wow, that thing's cool.
Yeah, it does play a Frankenstein video when you walk past it or something. So
That's clever.
So yeah.
So when did you start getting into this your style, because you have a very distinct, amazing style that
Okay.
I love. And when did you find your the origin of it? I guess.
So I've always been an artist. I just turned 57. I've always been an artist, but for the last 20 years or so, from 2020 prior, I was doing digital art, website design, logo design, graphic design, album covers, stuff like that. And then I had a health issue during COVID in 2020. I had a heart attack.
Oh, geez.
And my doctor was like, you've got to find an activity to keep yourself out of trouble. Stay away from doing things you shouldn't be doing.
Sure.
So I started building birdhouses. I got to the second one and I went, why am I building? I don't know why I'm doing this. As an artist, I thought, well, I've never painted on canvas. I'm going to try.
Really? Okay.
And I did. And it worked to the point where I was satisfied with it. And then I started selling them immediately.
Okay.
So for the past 6 years, I've been painting at least every day, and if not every day, multiple paintings a day. So that's over 2,100 paintings in the past 6 years.
You're definitely a prolific artist.
Definitely prolific.
Which is
I would agree with
fabulous.
that. So I used to go to a conference for finance. It was a finance-based conference, and Sugar Ray Leonard was the keynote speaker.
Okay.
And can I swear on this?
You sure can.
Okay,
No
good.
worries.
Because there's another guy, I have a tattoo here from the owner of the company that says, F you pay me.
That's awesome.
Now, if he didn't have the cornrows here, it'd be all dark, and that would be what he looks like smoking a cigar. But we had another guy that I worked with that had that on his butt.
Nice.
And so I gave Sugar Ray the picture, and I said, if you see this guy, walk up to him and say, hey, I think I saw a picture of you, and then show him the picture. And he did. He totally did that.
That's really cool.
Yeah. He's a good guy.
Some nice bonding there, working on a practical joke together. Music influenced so much. I love your distinct style.
There's nothing like the 90s. Now, you remember, but you can do that with every era.
You can. That's
So,
true.
like when Van Halen beat out disco in the late 70s, 90s took away hair metal's whatever
Yeah.
grip. And I'm not down on hair metal. I did listen to it, but when this new stuff came around, I'm just like, what am I listening to?
I totally get that. Just
Yeah.
captures your...
I gotta tell you a funny story. My brother and I just talked about this. He gave me Primus's Suck on This.
Okay.
Or it was Frizzle Fry. Frizzle Fry.
Frizzle Fry.
I listened to it on my Walkman. I go, this is the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. About a month later, I thought to myself, wait a second, I have to listen to that again. I did, and I went, this is the most genius thing I've ever heard in my life.
I think you just summed up Primus.
Yeah,
That
Primus
is
sucks, right?
Primus sucks,
So, yeah,
exactly.
all right.
I love that.
Seriously, like it was mind-bogglingly changing for me.
Yes.
And I was already into the changing rock of, Faith No More of the late 80s, early 90s.
Right.
Helmet.
Change.
The guitar changes on Helmet.
Unsung.
And then, oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then even like when the side project of Faith No More being Mr. Bungle, Mike Patton's project, I was just like, this is the soundtrack to my brain.
We can hang, man.
Yes,
We can totally
I know.
hang.
We should.
We should hang. So you talked about Howie in Two Selves Gallery.
Yes.
He is a Voorheesville resident, as you are. and
Right.
he
So I
invited
run
me.
into him at the Hannaford all the time.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's serendipitous.
Yeah.
What did you think of your experience in Troy?
So, first of all, it was my first ever art show. I mean, I've been doing
Really?
craft fairs and whatever.
Wow.
When Howie offered me the show, I'm like, there's no way I'm not doing it. I mean, to have my work highlighted and for him to, have the confidence in putting the show on in the first place was very meaningful to me. And so it was great, leading up to the show. Like when you go buy, retail therapy, right?
Yes.
Having stuff isn't fun. Getting stuff is fun.
That is fun.
So having the show, building the show, and getting the stuff to put it on was more fun than anything. And then when the show happens, I sell some paintings, everything's good.
And you did a demonstration. You did the bears.
I did a live painting. So the first time, 2 weeks or 3 weeks before that, I did a live painting in the storefront of Howie's gallery, 2 cells. And that was the first time I've ever live painted. And so he asked me to do it on the night of. I said, oh, absolutely.
That was fun to watch. You had
Right.
beer, you had your setup, you had
Right.
people on the couch watching.
Right, you look around, watching, there's a lot of beer cans around.
Yeah, it was great because you had everything set up, and then
Yeah.
you're like, all right, I got to dry. And then you go and you talk to people, and then you
Right.
come back. And
I know my
that's
process. And so you asked the question earlier, which I didn't answer, which was how did I come about my style? And so I don't know.
That's
I don't
always-
know how, but it happened, in an organic way. You start with the pop art, the street art look. That's what I'm into to begin with. Trying to replicate that, but then create my own style. What it comes down to is, just like in music, there's no 2 wrong notes. As long as those 2 wrong notes are playing in context with each other.
Okay.
So when I make a mistake painting, I know I made a mistake. And I go, that looks like shit. So I'm going to make this part look like shit. And this part look like shit on purpose. And then all of a sudden, it comes together as a composition that people are gravitated towards. And I know my audience. Funny, in the early 2000s, I owned a music magazine online, and we focused on 90s music. And so we interviewed, and so we were a 2-person gig, but we made it seem like it was a big magazine.
Okay.
So we had like all these people on the website. It was just the 2 of us, but we interviewed people like Stephen Perkins from Jane's Addiction,
Nice.
Les Claypool, Kerry King from Slayer, lots of guys like that.
I've heard Les Claypool's a fun interview.
He is. My brother did ask him about a Primus reunion when Primus broke up, and he got very upset. And then a year later, they got back together. So.
Okay.
That's a true story. It is.
You made some light up buttons in a post.
Yes, that's up in my office upstairs.
That's
I have one of those. That was one of those impulse buys on Amazon where my wife said, "What the hell is this that's coming here?" I go, "Wait till you see it."
It's
so
cool.
She's one of those people that she doesn't know it till she sees it, but when I show her, the same can be said about the phone,
Okay.
the payphone, and the gumball machine.
I love that.
She's like, "Yeah, I don't know," and I'm like, just wait till it's here.
Wait for it.
Then you'll get it.
Wait for it, yeah.
Then you'll get it.
So, where do you come up with these great ideas? They just germinate in your head?
I think just being a curious person for 57 years.
Being curious is very
and
important.
trying, a lot of it is trying to not impress myself, but if I have an idea, make it come to fruition. And when it does, there's no better drug than that.
What became of the sneakers?
They're still at 2 cells. So they're still there.
All right.
There's a few things from the show that didn't make it back. The sneakers, there was a show, painting, and the Exist sign.
Exist.
That's over there somewhere.
I love that sign, you guys. And then, of course, my favorite painting with the
Hold
the
on a
smiley-
second.
Oh, it's here?
Yes, I have it for you
Are you
to say
oh.
thank you for doing the interview.
Oh my gosh.
So here it is.
You guys, thank you so much.
So there's a thank you note right there, and you got to read that later.
Okay.
So you hold that,
Not on
and then if I
camera.
pick this up, there's a bunch of stickers and everything underneath.
Oh, I'm a sucker for stickers. Look at these.
I'm a
guys.
huge fan for when you're giving someone something, give them extra. So when I send paintings, there's stickers, there's all kinds of good stuff in there.
You guys,
There
look
it
at
is.
that. I just was so taken with that immediately. Immediately.
I'm glad you were.
I love it.
It's a very 90s type of painting, by the way.
It is. Again, we could hang.
Yeah, right.
That is fabulous. So you have a show coming up, or it's, oh, thank you.
Yep.
Trying to do this one-handed.
I know.
It's going on now, Curio.
It'll start on Monday, the 30th, but the opening is April 11th at Curio Cabinet in Poughkeepsie.
Are you going to do more gallery showings, or you're not sure what you've got
So
coming up?
there's another gallery in Slingerlands that's opening April 18th.
Really?
That's got some of my work in it too.
That's
So
fantastic.
this is our looking at the business,
Mhm.
doing gallery shows to make money because the business doesn't make money year after year. We end up spending more into it but this is our new approach, which is galleries.
That's exciting.
And we're doing paint and sips too.
I was going to ask you, you do paint and sips.
We do some. So there's a Druthers here in Voorheesville.
Right.
We do Common Roots in Albany. We
Oh.
just did the East Greenbush Library.
I saw that.
So those are good too.
How long have you been doing paint and sips?
We just started in January.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How have they been going? They seem to be
We
well
sell them
received.
out every time.
Do
20,
you?
22 people.
I expect at one of your paint and sips.
So, that's a good question. We've done 4 or 5 of them, and I get nervous before everyone because I want to make sure everybody has a good experience.
Right.
The paint and sip is set with a picture, but I tell everybody, I don't care if you draw a smiley face, a mountain, a flower. You don't have to even do the picture. Just enjoy yourself and paint to paint.
Oh,
I do
okay.
that. I paint just to paint all the time, and that just helps spur all these ideas.
I love that. If someone were to ask you to do your own memoir, author, book jacket description of yourself.
I think it would be that I sought to seek knowledge, but enjoy the journey instead of the destination. Because I'll never be smarter than I was yesterday, or the day before, but I can keep trying.
There's a lot of wisdom in that.
Yeah, there is.
Now, I was spying your website,
Yes.
and there is an area where you tell people you are available for commissions, and if you don't know
Absolutely.
the budget, that's okay too.
That's
Can you
okay
speak to
too.
that a little bit?
Really, commissions start at $150. So
Okay.
it might sound like a lot, but it's not a lot if you're really into the art world. And so typically they hover around $150 for a 16 by 20, but it's going to be in my style. For
I
sure.
would hope so.
Yeah, it has to be in my style. Some people think that because I can paint one way, I can paint realistically. Don't give me your cousin Bob and say, paint Bob, please, because he just passed away and I want him to look exactly like that. It's not going to happen.
Well, I would assume
It's
you
going to have
want-
spray paint and all kinds of
You
splatters.
would want the artist's interpretation of whatever the subject
That's
is.
why you hire a specific artist.
Yeah.
So I'm a very specific artist. So.
You are, and I
Yeah.
love your artwork so
Thank you.
much. I'm such a big fan.
Yeah,
So-
feel free to look around. There's lots to take in here.
There's a
this
lot
is-
to look at, you guys.
This is also the man cave for me. And I just happen in my man cave time to paint pictures.
This is awesome.
Make sure you take your meds, yes. It's a reminder for myself.
It's a good thing to remember.
That's right.
Punk louder. I remember these from Two
Yes,
Selves.
those are going to go. I still have them up because we're talking today, but those are going to go to Poughkeepsie tomorrow.
This is me when I do laundry, right, hon? Smile and.
Of
I love the spray paint.
Yeah, so this is a new system. This whole holding the canvas system, I just put it up a few
That
days
is
ago.
clever. I like that.
I used to have from my younger sister, who was an artist. She had an easel that did this, and so
Interesting.
I left it behind at a charity event once, lost the easel, so then I duplicated it right on the wall here because I stand to paint. When I do paint tips, everybody's sitting and they have an easel. I'm walking around trying to, give them instruction.
Yeah, this is fantastic.
Thanks. This is,
That's
I
beautiful.
love to paint Dali. When I do paint him, my wife is like, of course you did. It's either Dali or Jimi Hendrix. So,
Okay.
and then what actually happened was I bought the frame first and I thought, what street art kind of painting could I put inside the frame itself?
That's perfect.
And then that's what I thought. I thought it was perfect.
I see you have Stylo over there. I wanted to ask you, what is Stylo?
I don't know. I've
That's
been
an even
on
better
committees to name companies before in my marketing capacity.
Really?
Like Treviso used to be an Italian restaurant in Washington Avenue Extension. I was
Okay.
on that naming committee. It's not that anymore. Doesn't matter. Finding the right name, and I've been building businesses and launching businesses for years. It was about my style, being my style, and then that's it. It might be actually a pen nib that you can get in Europe. It might be a stylo. But
Okay.
then there's a song by Gorillaz called Stylo, which is not why I named it
That's
that.
right, though.
But it's a perfect video for this whole
So
thing.
here's some. This is going to be fun, hopefully.
my mom passed away, I don't know, 9 years ago. My brother and I made this Mom is Watching sticker. We're going to plaster them everywhere.
That's cool. I like that.
And then, even on the phone painting that I have, to make it blend in like it was graffiti, there's my mom right there.
Oh gosh, you hit her right in there.
Yep.
That's cool. Wow.
So yeah.
This is a great studio. I can see how you can come in here and
This is where I come in here every day.
be inspired.
Whether I do anything or not, I come in here for sure.
That makes sense.
After work. And,
That makes sense. This is just a great space. Oh, look, another rabbit.
Oh, there's probably a few. Here's another one up here.
Got like a Watership Down feel.
That's right. That's
Gives me that vibe.
It was that 80s movie, for sure.
Got on Bob.
I do the wet on wet technique from Bob Ross, for sure.
Oh, okay.
All the time.
Very cool.
All the time.
So how can somebody get a hold of you if they want to do one of your paint sips, if they want
So,
a commission
my
piece?
email is stylodesignoffice@gmail or stylodesignart.com.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, I look forward to joining one of your paint and sips.
I hope you do.
And checking out
You should.
one of your new gallery showings coming up.
Yes.
Poughkeepsie is a bit of a hike, but I'm definitely going to
It's
make
a hike.
Slingerlands.
It's definitely a hike.
Good for you.
Slingerlands is right around the corner, yeah.
Awesome. Is there anything else you'd like to tell my viewers, listeners, watchers?
Just thank you. Thank you for watching. That's it.
Absolutely.
All right,
Thank you
good.
so much.
Thank you.
This has been a real
I
treat.
appreciate it.
Hey you guys, it's Sara B. I am at the Flower Garden Expo here in Troy. It is a big turnout today. We are going to go into two different sections. There is a garden section, which is right back there. That is where they have a lot of really cool gardening displays, landscaping displays. And then there is a marketplace back there with a lot of great vendors. So let's check it out. Guys, that was a great Flower Garden Expo. I had the best time. I met a lot of really cool artisans, met a lot of really cool vendors, beautiful floral art, a lot of great arrangements. Had a really wonderful time walking through all the garden and floral installations. So I hope you enjoyed my show. And if you have not been to a Flower Garden Expo yet, be sure to check them out every spring, usually around March in Hudson Valley Community College. So check it out. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.